In this video, I'll share with you some reading tips that many might find helpful. First, I'd like to tell you that there are no agreed upon strategies used to approach a reading passage. Remember, what works for you doesn't work for others. Some students are in the habit of reading the whole passage, which is fine. Others prefer, for the sake of time, to be selective. Reading some selected parts of the reading passage. That's the meaning of selective. Now let us present some reading tips for a great score. Number 1. Know what to expect. Every SAT student should be aware of the different types of questions he or she will see in the real SAT test. The questions will ask you to determine the meaning of words in context, decide why an author included a certain detail, and find the main idea of the whole passage, compare two passages, or even locate information on a graph. These questions we call infographic questions. Number 2, choose your own order. So remember, it's totally up to you. Reading questions are not stated in order of difficulty, but they are in chronological order. What do we mean by chronological order? Time sequence in which they occurred in the passage. Don't panic if you have to skip a difficult questions. And remember, you don't have to answer every single question. Many of you have a strong preference to begin with the line reference questions, while others who can easily get the main idea or the big picture of the whole passage feel more confident to deal with the general questions first. Tip number 3. Read what you need. Reading every single word of the passage is a waste of time and effort, so don't do that. What you need to do is to move back and forth between the passage and the questions, focusing only on what you need to read instead of being stuck in all unnecessary details. Let's go to tip number 4. Put your opinion aside so it's not important. Remember, your opinion must be left at the door when infer, imply, or suggest questions appear. These are the kinds of questions that cause headache to many of you. Sure, the answers may not be directly stated in the text, but you still need to find evidence to support your answer. Let's go to tip number 5. Answer dual passages one at a time. Dual means paired passages. One at a time. One of your science or history, sometimes social studies passages will be a set of dual passages. That's the topic of the dual passages, almost. The dual passages are two shorter texts about the same topic, about one topic. This is how you can approach these types of passages. Let us do this. Do questions about the first passage first, then questions about the second passage second, and questions about both passages last. We call them relationship questions. This will definitely save you time and minimize any possible confusion. Then let's go to the last tip, number 6. Do main idea questions first, okay? Or let us say, don't do main idea questions first, okay? Let us write here, don't. Do main idea questions first. As for many of the reading questions, the first question may ask a general question about the main idea, or about the purpose of the passage, or about a shift that occurs throughout or through the passage, or even about the narrative point of view if it is a narrative or literature passage. You should not do these questions simply first because you haven't read the whole passage yet. Once you have done most of the other questions, you will have a good idea of what the passage is all about, the big picture or the main idea. Hope you found these reading tips useful. Thank you.